Welcome, what is up? Thank you for tuning back into the Chaos Lair. Of course, I'm Chris Chaos here with the 411 for Monday Night Raw, July 31st, 2017. Raw in Pittsburgh, so you know what that means. Kurt Angle starts the show. And Kurt Angle gets all the cheap pops, and quite frankly, he probably should. And, that's probably what he's there for now anyway, because he's super over still. Let's give him the cheap pops, so it is what it is. Brock Lesnar, though. Out of nowhere, Brock Lesnar comes out unannounced, unadvertised. The right way to use the Beast, Brock Lesnar. Now, Paul Heyman cuts this promo that, I just didn't technically get. But I'm going to go back and watch it. To me, it just seemed a little off. Maybe I was just a little off, wasn't really paying that close of attention to it. I think I was eating at the time while I was watching it, because I was watching it on delay. I didn't get to watch it live tonight. But, it's Paul, so you give him the benefit of the doubt anyway. And I just hate that there wasn't like a little poke toward John Jones in this whole thing. But they kept it storyline, and that's fine. The Hardys versus the Club, too sweet, guys. The Hardys beat the Club, of course, and then the brawl with the Revival is going to set up some kind of thing next week, probably. A triple threat tag elimination gauntlet. Man, I don't know. I don't know what the fuck they're going to do. Ambrose and Rollins has a thing backstage. Rollins then goes and gets into it with the champ. So we end up with Rollins and Sheamus later tonight. Cedric Alexander, Rich Swann, Akira Tozawa, Tony Nese, Aria Daivari, TJ Perkins. Fantastic showing for these guys. And for my money, still, Cedric Alexander is the best cruiserweight that WWE has on their roster. To me, I want him to be champ. But I guess that it probably makes more sense for Neville to have this long title reign, and then Cedric finally gets it. It's going to be special, and he's going to do great things in the WWE, I guarantee you. And people are behind him more than The Office probably thinks that they are. Miz TV with Jason Jordan was... I want more. Jordan is still new as far as... he hasn't been in the business 5 years, so he's still green. He's still learning. And that he hasn't done a lot of these in-ring promo type things, especially on the main roster in front of these crowds like that. I don't know what he did in NXT because I didn't watch a whole lot of it while he was there at that time, but, he's in there with somebody that knows what he's doing. Miz, I have said for a couple of years now, he's the ultimate puppet master. He just dance, puppets, dance. He got but he made the audience who wants to cheer him boo him because of things he says about Pittsburgh. Look, it's heel 101. Yes. But some people can take these 101 tactics and use them at a 400 level. For those of you that have been to college, you understand what I'm talking about. And you get this. It just works. Jordan, by the way, got new music, which I love. He needed it, and he needed to break away from the American Alpha music. Chad Gable needs to leave. He needs to use that music from now until whenever. But they'll probably end up changing that too, and he probably won't even use it either. There was no Miz TV logo for Miz TV, which is kind of odd, because they always change, the little WWE symbol is that, well, maybe it's down here in this corner. So it's like here, and then they do this, and then it turns into the Miz TV, and they didn't do it. Little detail, I noticed it. I didn't like it. I like seeing the Miz get the little detailed things are important. Whether anybody understands or believes that or not, the little detailed things are very important. And then another detailed thing was Bo Dallas was in a suit this week. Let's put him in the Miztourage and let him wear jeans. Who the hell cares? I do. If nobody else does, I do. Because when you're doing a gimmick like this, you've got to look good. And even though he's been wearing some nice jeans, I'm not going to lie, but you need to wear a suit. In that situation, you need to be in a suit. And hey, he pulled it off. He looked good. I'm not hating anybody. I can't hate any man for having a good suit game. I just can't. I'm not going to. Where are we at? Sheamus versus Seth Rollins had a freaking amazing match, I thought. Rollins with the roll up. That was a nice finish. Sheamus and Cesaro beat down Rollins. Ambrose comes in, tries to make the save. He gets beat down. Basically, what the rumor is, what they're going for is these four guys are going to go at it at SummerSlam for the titles. But we'll see how that goes. I got to give special props to WWE for the Special Olympics story again tonight. I hope this is probably the last week they're going to do it because it's the last Raw in July. But Justin J.J. Jones and his story, just awesome. Just real class act, human being. And, he was there, got a pop, which was awesome. At least I'm going to credit him for that pop that they made because he was on camera, so I'm sure he was on the screen as well. Samoa Joe, Braun Strowman, Roman Reigns. Roman wins. Nothing here was special to me. I wish they would have waited at least another week before they did this, but now that they've done the triple threat, and you've still got 3 weeks until SummerSlam. What are you going to do now to build? You've got 3 weeks left until SummerSlam, a little less. So you've got 2 Raws. So what are you going to do on those 2 Monday Night Raws leading into SummerSlam to push this match? I mean, Brock was there but didn't get involved with any of this. So, I mean, you got to think that the Raw right before SummerSlam, Brock's got to come in and just kill everybody because he has to get some kind of heat, or this is just not going to work. It's just not going to work like it needs to. Elias Sampson, WWE kills me with taking people's last names. I don't understand why Vince is like, well, we're going to take his name. No, he's just Elias now. No, he's just going to be Elias. It's fantastic. No, it's not, Vince. You're old and you're senile, or you're starting to be senile, and I love you. Vince McMahon, I love you to death. I have for many, 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 many years. You're losing touch with reality. Please hire me. I'm insulting the guy, and now I'm asking him to hire me. In any other world, that wouldn't work, but I'm telling Vince the truth. Vince wants to hear the truth. At least that's what everybody says. Anyway, Bayley and Nia. Look, Bayley hurts her shoulder here, and I hope it was her shoulder. Could have been her clavicle. Now, I hurt my clavicle, I guess about 9 years ago, whenever I was still wrestling. I hurt my clavicle taking the Famouser from a guy, which we argued about whose fault it was. I said it was his fault. He said it was my fault. Whatever. It is what it is. I got hurt. I didn't miss any ring time, but I had to rehab it really, really hard, and it was very painful for the several days after it happened. So I just hope that whatever happened to her, that, it's not going to hinder her going to SummerSlam and having the match with Alexa. If she's off TV for one Raw, so that's 2 weeks that she can recuperate, that's fine. But I mean, you could tell that she was hurt because that match just turned into a cluster. And Nia, who's still green as grass shit, still had, I know what the hell is grass shit, but just follow me on this. Nia is still green, so she doesn't know what to do in these situations if she's in a match and somebody gets hurt. Of course, if somebody gets hurt, they're going to say, no, we can continue. We just got to, you got to be smart enough and you got to understand what to do to work around somebody getting hurt. You've got to work whatever's hurt, but you got to be very very careful about it. Nia learned something tonight. And that was booking on the fly. They had to fix that in the ring. I don't know if they were getting it. I'm sure they were getting it from the back because the referee kept holding his ear. He was talking to the people in the back. I don't know what was going on. I'm absolutely 100% positively sure that was not the planned finish. A count out was, at least a count out the way they done it, was not a planned finish. But I like how it worked out, basically. The Enzo promo, it was just to put the Big Show over, basically, that the Big Show was about to hurt Big Cass. So Big Cass and Big Cass and the Big Show and Big E and Big, what is the deal with Vince and these guys being big? We need him big. He's got to be big. That's not just E, that's Big E. That's not just Cass. He's 7 foot tall. That's Big Cass. What is this? I'm trying out my Vince McMahon impersonations. Y'all let me know if it's working, because I really can't tell. I can't judge it. Enzo jumps on Cass, causes the DQ, and it's funny that Big Show versus Cass main evented. But I think it's because the viewership has been dropping a lot, and they wanted to get that in the triple threat, which should have made it in. They wanted to get it in early. I think there's just certain risks that you have to take. A show has to work and climax to a point, and WWE's Raw doesn't do that a lot of times. It doesn't have this big build and climax. Now, I don't like the promos and packages that they did with these guys going into the triple threat, but it was smart to do it to build up to this match. But it should have been in the main event. If they weren't going to do it in the main event, they shouldn't have done the package or the packages. That's just my idea. It is what it is. So now we move ahead to SmackDown. And I may, tomorrow night, do a 411 on 205 Live. Watch my Twitter at The Answer Chaos for that, because I don't know what's going on. Now, if I get my clean sheet out for tomorrow night, set this on my desk right here where I can just grab it and write my notes down. So that's all I've got for this edition of the 411. Thank you for watching. Always, like my video, or don't like it, I don't care, just interact. Leave a comment, because comments are nice. I don't care if you tell me that I'm stupid. Just leave something. That way I at least know that you watched the video, or watched, most of it. And then, always, subscribe. Subscribe. We need more subscribers in this world. I also am trying to get to 100,000 views. Now, I have almost 800 videos on here, ranging from like 4,000 views to like 3 views. I mean, the scale is just so big. But I want to get to 100,000 views before the end of the year. I think I'm about at 86,000, 87,000. So do me a favor and help me get to 100,000 views. I just want to get to 100,000 views before the end of the year. I would love to get 500 subscribers by the end of the year as well. So if you want to help me out with that, that would be greatly appreciated. I don't have any like 8x10s or t-shirts or anything. Maybe I should get t-shirts and just start giving out t-shirts. People love t-shirts. I need to come up with some kind of phrase like Chaos knows, or Chaos something, or fuck the revival. Oh wait, I can't. That's already been taken. Anyway, you guys be good. I will see you guys tomorrow night for SmackDown Live and the 411 for SmackDown Live, and again maybe 205 Live. So deuces. As always, Chaos out.